Hey, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on, Mr. Lai?
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? What's good? What's good? We back again, baby.
Thank y'all for tuning in for Off the Record. Hey, listen up. Do me a favor. Y'all share this live. Share this live on with your other friends and stuff. I had to go live from another page because a loser reported my page from something I posted 2 years ago. So y'all share this live. We got Kenne Wayne on here, and I'm waiting on Theo Huff. Two great artists gonna come over here and give you a wealth of knowledge about their experiences over the years in Southern Soul, and we're just gonna have just a conversation. Waiting on Theo Huff. Kenne Wayne is in the back right now, and like I said, I listen to these guys' music. Pretty knowledgeable guys, and hopefully you guys get a lot out of what they have to offer. What you guys say, Mr. Lai?
Yeah, man. I met these guys over the weekend at the awards show, man, for the first time, and I'm gonna tell you, two great inspirational guys. To in this Southern Soul game that's real about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, a lot of knowledge and y'all gonna hear tonight what they can bring to the table. Exactly.
Well, like I said, appreciate these guys coming on, waiting on Theo and Huff. But like I said, we're not gonna keep you waiting. But again, you guys do me a favor and share this live. Hopefully, I can go back live on my other page. Like I said, after some loser then reported. Yeah, I see Theo. Theo just showed up. Hey, Theo, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Theo? Okay, cool. Yeah, Theo, we thought you chicken out, man. We thought you guys scared. Yeah, Theo Huff is in the background. But look, without further ado, we're gonna bring these guys on. Anything you want to say, Mr. Live, before we bring them on?
Hey, let's get it started, baby.
All right. Look, without further ado, I introduce you to Mr. Theo Huff and Mr. Kenne Wayne.
There they go.
What's going on, gentlemen? How y'all doing?
What's up?
All right.
Hey, Theo Huff, I thought you got scared, man.
No, man, I was just up here trying to get this thing together on this camera.
I got you. Hey, y'all do me a favor. Y'all make sure y'all share this live, man, with y'all fans, man, because like I said, I had to go live from this page because a loser reported my other page from something I posted 2 years ago, which wasn't bad. I just shared it. But like I said, for some reason, I don't know if they got against you guys coming on here. They didn't want y'all on Off the Record. But there's always more than one way to skin a cat. So I appreciate you guys coming on, man. And
how you fellas doing tonight, man?
All right, man. Hey, I feel like Haynes underwear, good all under, man.
That's good, man.
And Kevin Young.
Yes, all day, baby.
That's right, man. But look, hey, this is the only talk show, man. We keep it real over here, bro. We ask the fair questions, we ask the hard questions, but it's out of respect. Says no disrespect, no malice intended.
Right.
You got a lot of fans and promoters that watch this show, man, get to see the intimate side of you guys other than on the stage. So they actually get to talk to Mr. Kenne Wayne and Mr. Theo Huff, other than seeing y'all being Hollywood at the shows. Y'all Hollywood at the shows, man. Y'all do that y'all do that wave at y'all fans. Y'all rustle yourself out of there. But
hey,
now
that's Mr. Live, man.
No, it ain't me.
He
probably do.
What'd you say, Kenne Wayne?
I said you changed clothes about 8 times the other night, man.
Yeah, he Hollywood now. Yeah.
Hey, get away. Brother Live, that man was cutting up this past weekend, man.
Live was cutting up.
I just had to put on his best. I had to host the show the best way I could, man.
Hey, did he sing his song "Turn That Dick Loose"?
I didn't hear it. I may have left.
I was on the after party. I was at the after party.
But look, that's good, man. Look, without further ado, let's go and get started, man. I'm gonna start with you, Kenne Wayne, and then you, Theo Huff. I want y'all to tell me a little bit about yourself and where you from.
Hey, I'm from Crosby, Louisiana, man, and I've been in the music game for about 43 years. Been recording since 1995, and that's 26 years. I've recorded 8 CDs. I'm a music freak. And that's all I like to do 24/7, and just a country boy, man.
Right. Okay. All right. Go ahead, Theo Huff.
Hey, man, I'm a young fella, all the way from Chicago, Illinois, the West Side. Hey, love music. Been blessed to be able to be born into music. That's me and my radio, and grew up on some good music, and I love music, so music is part of me.
Okay. Good deal. Now hold on. Now, Mr. Kenny Wayne, you said you've been in the music business for 43 years.
43 years.
So when did you actually start singing?
In 1978.
How old were you?
12 years old.
12 years old. Wow. And how did you get started, man?
My brother and I and a couple of other friends, man, as kids, man, we just, started as youngsters playing. We put a little band together, and the group was called Legacy. And just, playing the, in town local stuff. And then a couple of years later, Vest, he was a guitar player at the time, and now he plays guitar and keyboard. He and I went and joined a group with some older guys called Flight. And like I said last night when we were talking, I was 14 years old in the club. Both of us was 14 years old in the club, and some of that was good and some of it was bad,
So look, Theo Huff, now how long you been in the music business?
He done froze on us.
Yeah, you done froze up, man. You done froze up.
Go back to the couch, man. Go back to the couch.
Yeah. So you said y'all was in the club at age 14. So what were y'all doing in the club, man? Were y'all drinking or what?
No, I never did drink, man. Me nor Best, man. Drink nor smoke. We was in the music, man. Music and the women, man. That was the worst part about it. Once I learned that part of it with the women, I was doing some things that I shouldn't have been doing, but
So were you chaperone?
Yeah, what else supposed to be chaperoning us? We had the guys in the band were older. They were all older,
Okay.
The guys were at least some of them were 10, 12, maybe, 15 years older than I was,
Uh-huh. So who gave you permission to be in the club at 14, man?
When my mom and dad, with those guys watching us,
Uh-huh.
And like I said, we had to get, I was always a pretty big sized guy.
Uh-huh.
So we had to go and act like the other guys. We couldn't get in there acting like we were 14 years old and stuff, We had to carry ourselves a certain way,
Right.
Oh, okay. Now, Theo, how long you been singing? Theo Huff. Can you hear me?
Since the age of 5 years old, started off. Yeah, I can hear you good.
Okay, yeah, because you freezing
I've been
up.
singing since the age of 5.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't know, it's probably a signal or something.
Yeah,
You
go
good,
ahead.
you good now.
I've been
You
singing
good.
since the age of 5.
Mm-hmm.
Started off in church. Professionally, I started at the age of 14. Made my first dollar in school talent shows, different school talent shows, and build my way on up after that.
Okay. Now, is it true you used to sing with or listen to Vic Allen? Vic Allen?
Can you repeat that one more time?
I said, did you used to listen to Vic Allen growing up?
Vic Allen.
Most definitely. The Kenne spirituals. Tyrone Davis, Johnny Taylor, even that good brother right there.
Yeah. Your Wi-Fi is jacked up, bro. Your Wi-Fi. Your Wi-Fi, man. You gotta move around. You gotta move around.
Go back to that couch.
Uh-huh. No. Okay, Kenny Wayne, how did you end up in Southern Soul?
Well, actually, when I started recording in 95, they were calling it blues. And it was more of a soulful blues. You had Johnny Taylor, Tyrone, Lil Milton Bland, and those type of guys. And after Johnny passed, they started mentioning Southern Soul. But it was initially called blues. And it just, once it started with the Southern Soul, it just, one person would come out and say Southern Soul to the next person. And the next thing I know, it's strictly Southern Soul now.
So how do you feel about them changing it to that? How do you feel, and what do you feel the Southern Soul position is in music? What do you feel where we at?
Well, they can call it whatever they want to.
Right.
The problem I have, and this is my opinion, is that Southern Soul is I say it's a burial ground, because we get all the I will be frank. You said we can be frank.
Yeah.
Get a lot of bad people that can't sing.
Right.
They all want to come here because
Right.
it's easy to get in. All you got to do is go in somewhere and record a record. And, today with social media, just throw it online somewhere and then folks will start to playing it, but it's
Right.
We have a lot of, I hate to say it, but a lot of, bad talent out here, man.
Yeah.
So, but you know what though? But so why do people get offended? Why do people get so offended when people such as talent as yourself make that statement? Then they upset with you because you're telling the truth.
Well, one thing about as black folks, we don't like to hear the truth, man. Let's be honest, man.
Right.
That's one of our biggest problems, man. And when I came up, you may have had 2 or 3 guitar players in town, 2 or 3 guys singing, 4 or 5 bass drummers, and everybody wanted to be the best in a positive way. So you had to go home and shed and do your thing. But now it's just
everywhere.
They just let you do what you want to do, and and it's only making it worse for the the younger generation.
Mm-hmm.
Do you one Cab? Do you think that the people that haven't never been like, say for instance, when as a kid you never been on the stage, and all of a sudden at 40 or at 30 you want to jump on a stage and call yourself an artist? That people, real artists, man, we've been doing this since we was kids, man.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. Hey, pause for a second. Somebody got a phone. You got to turn the other phone down.
Turn your phone down.
Turn your phone down.
If you use the computer, turn your phone down.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, go ahead.
But I was just saying, like, if it's a lot of people jumping on these stages that ain't got no experience in getting on a stage.
Yeah.
So or being an entertainer.
Yeah, and that's real important, man, because when I came up, you had to learn how to present yourself on stage, carry yourself, and now you got a lot of people just jumping out here and they think they know what they're doing, but they really don't, or they got somebody misleading them.
Right.
And they just, out there looking crazy, and everybody, I can't say everybody, but a lot of these cats out here, they think all you got to get out there and do is gyrate on stage all day, and that's a good show, man. I'm like, come on, man, do something else. Let me sing for me a little,
So Theo, can you hear me now? Theo Huff, can you hear me?
You're good.
Hey, so you be twerking on stage too?
I can hear you, sir.
Do you be twerking on stage?
I mean, I do a little bit, but I had to slow it down. It's a difference when you sing in a club. It's a difference between you singing in a club and you singing in front of 30,000 people at one time.
Right. It's a big difference.
Okay, Kenny Wayne, do you be twerking on stage?
No, I'm not.
So you got.
Never was, man.
Oh man. So look, so let me ask you this question, man. Theo, your Wi-Fi, you still freezing up, bro. You still freezing up. But look, let me ask you this question, Kenny Wayne. So what was your experience with the late greats, Johnny Taylor, Mel Waiters, Bobby Blue Bland, and others? And is there a difference today than it was then?
Yeah, back then, those guys respected each other.
And well, you hear the nerve then.
With a lot of these young guys today, man, it's almost like they think all this stuff started when they got here. They want to, knock the old cat out or this and that.
Right.
It started for me with Johnny Taylor and them. I was a kid, man.
Right.
I had the pleasure to get out here and do shows with them. And now these young cats out here, their game is, hey man, I want to knock these old cats out because I want to be on top. No, you can't knock nobody out but yourself, man. How do you say that? You got to give respect to get respect.
Get respect, yes.
Yeah. And that's one of the biggest problems I see out here.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this question. So is it true, is it rumored that once Johnny Taylor and them passed that you was the next one in line and people basically was saying bad things about you to promoters because you possess that talent. They don't want you to be on top. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
Yes, and that is one of the craziest things I've ever heard in my life, man. It's when Johnny passed, they started Kenne Wayne was a drug addict. I was a killer. I was a dope head and this. And it was an artist, a couple of artists that was doing it. And it just got worse and worse and worse. And I asked promoters if they're listening to us tonight to do their research on any artist that they want to book and not listen to another artist. Because if an artist is telling you something bad about somebody else, the only thing they want to do is get that spot to get that show.
Yeah.
And this has been going on for a long time, man. And, as Black brothers and sisters, man, we definitely shouldn't be chopping each other's throat and, thinking I'm going to knock somebody out because I want to get in that position. And when I hear these stories, the youngsters say, hey, man, this one's hating on me, that one hating on me. It might not be true, but in some of it is true because some of these cats learn from the older guys.
Right.
On this hate stuff.
Yeah. Well, I call them misanthropics. That's what I call them. I don't use the word hate. I just call them misanthropics. They're haters, but that's a kind of more intellectual term to use, misanthropic, because they are. Because I'm gonna tell you this, I don't know what went on, but apparently somebody didn't want y'all to come on this show because I posted a post and it was a friendly post that somebody reported my page, the day before you guys supposed to come on. So the misanthropics, that's what they are, Just call it like you said, and some losers. I throw that in too.
Yeah, let me tell you how, if I got a second to tell you, right quick. Years back, man, I done a show in Hawker Heights, Texas, right up the road from you, man.
Yeah.
And Miss Lisa was on the show with me that night. And that night before the show, it stormed. So she ran her car in some water, and she had to get back the next day to do a show in Lafayette. So I was there, and I was tired, man. So I was going and she needed to get back. So I saw she had, she was worried about getting back. So I told her, I said, look here, y'all meet me at the hotel about 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'll take y'all back. It was Miss Lisa and Ice Dog.
Wow.
So on the way back, we laughing and talking, and Lisa said, Kenne, you know what? They lied to me about you. She said, they told me you was a no good guy. You were stuck up. You didn't come around us. And I'm like,
what?
They said, what? So now I can't be for sure, but that was probably somebody from the Lafayette area that told her that, but just crazy. Anything to basically hold a brother down, they was trying to do it, man,
So, sir, you drove from Texas all the way down to Lafayette to take them home?
Yeah. Now, I live in Louisiana, too.
Okay.
Yeah. But I was going to leave a little bit later, but she had to be back at a certain time.
Oh, okay.
So, I brought her back, and
wow.
friends from that,
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Hey, Theo, Theo, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
You a little bit.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this question right here. Okay, let me ask you this question right here. So I've heard your music before. Has anybody ever told you sound like Willie Clayton? There you go. He do sound like Willie Clayton. Y'all. Yeah, he sound like Willie Clayton. Man, I wish his Wi-Fi was good, man, because I talked to him and he got a lot to say, man. But Mr. Kenne Wayne, let me ask you this question right here. You already said you don't think everybody can't sing in Southern Soul. So how do you feel about artists singing over their music?
Hate it too, man. Like I said, I'm old school, man. If you can't get out here and blow, you gotta go, man. Shoot,
Yeah. Do you think it gives Southern Soul a black eye?
Yes, because it creates an avenue for more non-singers to come. You go to the studio and you could just get through it in the studio and halfway do it, then you can come out here and just pantomize while you're out there on stage.
Right.
Yeah. So is there a difference between a studio artist and a live artist?
Well, yeah, I guess there is, because some artists, all they do is, musicians play in the studio, and it's like me. I find that I'm a better live singer than I am in the studio.
Me too.
So it's a give and take thing, And with a lot of these people, I hear y'all talk about all the time, where y'all say, the producers are not producing the vocals.
Right.
Well, what happens with a lot of these artists is that they go and get somebody to do a song, pay them for that song. They take that song and go somewhere else on their own and do the vocals. And if you don't know how to sing or what's flat or sharp, you're gonna come up with some poo poo.
Right. Right.
So let me ask you a question, Mr. Kenne Wayne. So back in the day, there was a hierarchy in blues, which y'all was called the blues back then, right? So in your opinion, your professional opinion, do you think it's a hierarchy right now in Southern Soul?
They might beat me up for this, man, but I really believe, man. I think I hear folks say, man, Southern Soul gonna make it to the mainstream. Well, one thing to make it to the mainstream has to make money. The major record companies has to make money, and once again, us as Black people, we don't like to buy the music. Quick story. I was in Montgomery, Alabama years back.
Hey, turn your phone down. Somebody got to turn their phone down. Turn your phone down.
I was in Montgomery, Alabama, doing a blues show. And after the show, there was this big hallway. We'd go in and sell merchandise. We're out there selling CDs, and about 20 feet from us, there's another guy selling my CD, bootlegging it. So you had all that kind of stuff going on. So, when they talk about we're going to get to the mainstream, man, my opinion, I don't think we'll ever get there because of stuff like that, bad artists, bad business.
And professionalism.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that don't have professionalism in this genre of music. You got people getting mad at stupid situations, and man, like.
Hey, hold on for a second, live. Hold on 1 second. Somebody got a phone and the video on. You got to turn down one of those. Turn down one of those devices. Somebody, you got to turn it down. Theo, you got 2 devices on.
I'm just going through the phone.
Yeah, you got to turn it down because I'm hearing a vibration. It's vibrating. All right, what was you saying, live?
I was just saying we got to get more professional. That's the main thing that we have to do if people want to get mainstream. You got to get more professional, man, and have a more professional attitude. I know everybody's talking about we got to get together, man. Everybody against it. No, well, first let's get some professionalism first.
You know what? In my honest opinion, I don't think a lot of them capable of being a professional. I don't think a lot of them are capable of being professional, man. Because
I don't think so either.
If you're a professional, you're gonna be a professional wherever you at.
Yes.
Wherever you at, whatever you're doing, you're gonna be a professional. Should nobody have to teach you to be a professional?
Exactly.
So in my honest opinion, in my humble opinion, I think a lot of them don't possess don't even possess class. They're not classy. They're not classy. I'm just telling you, it's a lot of them are, but it's a lot of them not. And I'm just being honest. A lot of folks know it. They just won't say it. I'll say it. Like I said, you can't convince me that you call yourself a classy person or professional person when you call promoters to take live off the show because you had words with live. That's not professional. That's not professional at all. If you see Mr. Live, if you a man or a woman, if y'all had some issues or y'all just can't speak, okay, that's cool. You go and make your money. Mr. Live make his money. Mr. Kenne Wayne make his money. Everybody go home. So it's not like you're a rapper. Now, rappers are known for street stuff. I mean, we're talking about Southern Soul and Blues. We're talking about Johnny Taylor, Bobby Blue Bland, all of them. We're talking about them. This is their era. You are descendants from them, basically. Yeah. But when you talk about people calling people and you even got people calling people, man, don't go on Kevin Young's show. Why are you concerned if somebody else come on this show? I mean, how does that affect you? You know, because you a loser and you want to try to get them. No, you got professional people going to come on the show because professional people, we're going to talk. We're going to be professionals over here. We're going to ask questions. Mr. Kenne Wayne, you don't have, if I ask you a question and you're not comfortable, you can say, well, no, Kevin, let's go on to the next question. That's being professional.
Yeah.
But for you to say, well, no, I ain't going over there because Kevin might ask me a hard question. I mean, so how you expect to be mainstream and they call you for headline news or something?
Exactly.
Question and you sit up there looking dumb because you don't have no style of elocution. You don't know how to speak. You don't know how to act in public. You don't know how to dress.
You go on Jimmy Kimmel and he asks you the questions that we want to ask you, but you don't know. You get what I'm saying? You on Jimmy.
Look, so you want to be scripted. You want me to send you all the questions I'm gonna ask you? No. It don't work that way. It don't work that way. Because you didn't know what we was going to talk about when I do my pre-interview. I get a little background, and I just ask you questions about the business. But let me ask you this question, man. So, did you ever share the stage with Johnny Taylor?
Yes.
Man, what was that experience, man? Because I remember Johnny Taylor. He was a man.
Hey, I'm being honest, man. I was like a child at Christmas, man. Oh yeah, man. I was so excited, man. Hey, man, I'm sharing the stage with Johnny Taylor, man.
Yeah.
That was a hell of a night, man. The first time.
What about Bobby Blue Bland?
Bland too. Yeah.
Man. My mom used to listen to that music all the time, man. Then when they say to me, I'm 51. So when they say they're descendants of that, when you 30, 35, 40, and I know then I'm listening to this music. I'm like, okay, so what part are you descended from? Because a lot of this stuff they didn't do.
Right.
They didn't take their shirts off and try to flex on stage back then.
No.
They weren't twerking and humping on the ground, and they weren't doing that back then.
That's the non-talented people doing all that stuff.
Yeah. It's a gimmick. It's a gimmick. They didn't come out. They didn't play no rap music and come out on stage with some rap songs and stuff. And then they say, look, they say rap, has no business in Southern soul, but you out there dancing to rap music, So rap has infiltrated every type of music, gospel, country, R&B. You have rap and all that, So I say the more the merrier. So I sit up here and say to some of these artists that say rap has no business over here in Southern soul. Well, hell, you don't have no business over here.
Yeah, and Kev.
Yeah.
I done a couple of songs in the 90s. In 97, I had a song, it's called Can I Hook You Up, with a rap on it. 99 with a rap on it.
Yeah.
2006 with a rap on it. And 2010 with a rap on it. So we've been, Kenne Wayne and his crew has been trying to change. It was the blues, but we was doing something else too to kind of walk away from it. And eventually we've done it.
Johnny Taylor's song, "Good Love."
Yeah, Good Love. Yeah,
That's a rapped beat.
Yeah.
So Theo, can you hear me now?
I hear you crystal clear.
Okay.
I do want to apologize.
Okay, that's okay. That's okay.
In the house, it was crazy.
What
I
you?
had to come out here.
Okay, that's cool. You good?
You good now. You good.
Let me ask you a question. You think there's a hierarchy right now in Southern Soul?
What'd you say, Todd?
You think there's a hierarchy in Southern Soul like it was back in the day with Johnny Taylor and all them? You think there's a hierarchy in Southern Soul?
I think from my perspective that it's not the same.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like Kenne Wayne, we was talking about when we was in Meridian, they have tracks that sound like similar, like all the same. And, when you hear real music and real lyrics, they consider that not Southern Soul. But if you got a Southern Soul track and you sing a little bit of something, it end up becoming a hit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People ain't got to work so hard like they used to do back in the day. They just got to have a good ass track.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question. Let me ask both of y'all. What is considered a hit in your opinion?
I can tell you what's not a hit with a lot of folks. Let me say this: they got a lot of guys releasing records on Monday, and by Friday they claim it's a hit. It's not a hit for me to determine that. That's for the public,
right?
To determine, the fans to determine what is a hit. let me think of something I would call a hit record today. This record with Wendell B and those other three cats, Magic One, there's a slow cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of the name of it. A song like that, I would consider a hit.
Still thinking about love or something like that, or something like that.
Yeah, that song now, man, that's a bad song, man. But we overlook songs like that because we're so caught up in the booty shaking songs, man. And we're missing a lot of good music.
Missing a lot of good music.
The
DJs, they don't want to play that music that's good like that. They want the booty shaking Southern soul type of songs, which is okay.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of artists out here singing with some good songs, and y'all ain't listening to them, and y'all ain't playing them.
Yeah. So Theo Huff, Mr. Huff, what do you consider a hit record?
With me, I can't consider a hit record because the people chooses.
Okay.
What I might think is a hit might be a hit, but the people might think something different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, like on one of my CDs, one of the songs I thought it was hit was "I'm So Sorry." But they love the Red Panties. You know what I'm saying? So it's up to the people.
So let me ask y'all a question. So, when y'all go to shows, y'all been in the music business for a long time, right? You said both of y'all 14 years old, so I know that's over 30 years for both of y'all, correct? Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so when y'all go to shows and y'all see these new artists, right? So do y'all get the respect that y'all think y'all deserve?
Yeah, for the most part, everybody treat me with respect. I'm gonna treat them with respect because I want to be treated with respect.
What about you, Mr. Huff?
With me, I give respect at the same time. I deserve respect to get reciprocated. I'm gonna say this: there's a lot of cats that's in the game, still in the game, that I admire growing up listening to, like Bobby Rush, Kenny Wayne, one of them, Willie Clay, and the list go on and on.
Well, I can tell you this, Kenny Wayne, a promoter called me today and told me that he's going to book you.
Okay.
He called me today because he had the same question about he been hearing some stuff. I said, man, that's a lie. You can't believe everything you hear. I said, no, Kenny Wayne has class. He's a good guy. So he said on the strength, he said he's gonna book you. I'm just telling you right now. So get ready for that.
And like I said, man, I guess I can say that almost hindered my career to a certain degree, man, because it was so much of it. And one thing that the promoters would do, and we do as Black people, I'm gonna go back to Black people. We always want to be on the in crowd.
Yeah.
If that's an artist that is popular, that promoter, they're gonna believe everything that guy say.
Everything.
And this person that I found out that was doing that was one of the popular cats back then, and he was chopping me because he wanted to be on top. And I'm like, man, you can be on top, but don't take food out of my mouth. Yeah, and, just bash me like that,
So, Mr. Huff, have you had a bad experience in Southern Soul with promoters?
Yes, I have. With the case of not receiving my money on time, but I had to put the lawyers on.
Yeah.
So it ironed itself out.
So what about you, Kenny Wayne? Have you had a bad experience with promoters?
Oh man, I've had plenty. I had a promoter one night damn near got us killed in Conroe, Texas, man. Early 2000s. It was me and Jackie Bill, man. We done this show, man, and we went to the hotel. We come back from the hotel. We drive in this parking lot, man, and I see a crowd of people outside. I thought they were fighting, so we go around to the back door. I get out. I'm standing up on the side of the bus. And my road manager come back. He said, "Hey man, get in the bus, get in the bus." I'm like, "Man, what's wrong? Get in the goddamn bus, man." So when I got in the bus, a crowd of people come from around the building, about 40 of them. The promoter had to told those folks that he had to pay me and Jackie, and we just didn't want to go on stage.
Oh wow!
But he had never paid us. Had about 1,200 people in the building that night, man.
Wow!
They finna whoop y'all ass, huh?
Oh yeah, man. They wanted to tear us up, man. They had police already there. They had to call for backup, man.
So he had 1,200 people in the building, and he couldn't pay y'all your money.
Yes, and
he didn't want to.
Yeah, that guy went to jail, man, because about a month after that, he got Tyrone Davis like that too.
Wow.
But what he had done, he had sent Rogers a check, and the check was no good. So, he ended up going to jail.
Yeah. Hey, shout out. Hey, you got Rue Davis on here. Hey, how you doing, Mr. Dave? Rue Davis is on the line.
What up, Rue? What's going on, Rue?
Rue Davis on here. I'm gonna send a shout out. You got DJ Cuddy Cut on here. You got TC Morgan on here, Caribou. Of course, Mika and Roslyn and Loanne and Tony Cross Cook and Coffee Brown and all of them on here. They're on here. Yeah. Connie, my sister Connie on here. Okay. So Adrian Hester on here. Adrian Hester's on here too. He's a promoter. Yeah. So is it fair to say you guys are promoter friendly?
Yes, I'm promoter friendly, but I'm business.
Okay. What does that mean?
That means if you got to send me a deposit, you have to send me all of my deposit. Because if you send me half of the deposit and then roll up to that time, guess what's gonna happen? I'm gonna keep that money that you sent me, and I'm not going to the show. And if you give me the deposit and I go to the show and you don't have the remainder of my money, it won't be no show. I won't perform on the show.
Yeah.
That's
okay. All right. Go ahead, Mr. Huff. You promoter friendly?
Yeah, I get along with anybody. It's just the fact is, when you mess with people's money, of course they're gonna react a certain way. Yeah. You just gotta take care of your business. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do contracts. You gotta have lawyers on hand. That's ready. To go to work.
Right. So, but do y'all think it's fair that y'all fans have came there and they paid their money to see Theo Huff and Kenny Wayne, but the promoter didn't pay y'all all the money, right? So y'all fans are sitting out there. So now you're in a catch-22. Do you say, hey, do I go out there and say, hey, look, I'm going to sing one song for y'all, but he ain't got my money? Or, hey, I'm already here. Y'all are here. I love y'all to death. I'm going to go on and perform, or do y'all just go out there and tell them what happened or just leave?
What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go on the stage and greet my fans on the stage. What I mean by that, I'm gonna sing for them, but I'm gonna sing a snippet to let them know that the promoter didn't give me my money.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a snippet that they're gonna get to let them know what's going on.
Just a snippet.
That's it.
Okay. Well, how would you say it? Sing something right now. What would you say?
I'm gonna say, all my fans, yeah. Don't you know that I love y'all? Ain't got my money,
no. Oh man. So Kenny Wayne, what would you do in that situation?
In the Conroe situation, what I've done is I went on stage and we sung 2 songs, and I told them what happened. But in the process of that, they stole a CD player from us and a wireless mic that night, man.
Wow. He didn't play you and still stole from you.
Yeah.
Wow. So Theo Huff, Mr. Huff, who's your mentor? You got a mentor?
My mentor is Marshall Thompson from the Charlites, my godfather.
Oh,
who?
Wow.
Marshall Thompson from the Charlites.
From the Charlites.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Wow. I would have thought it was Willie Clayton, since y'all sound alike.
A lot of people think that, but Willie, he cool. He's a good guy to me.
Y'all sound similar. Yeah. Willie Clayton's been around for a long time too. So give me a background on you. So who all have you sung with, Mr. Huff? Give him a background.
I have sung, believe it or not, I have sung with a legendary group called the Independents. That's the group that recorded the song "Leaving Me Can't Be."
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
can't be made. Yeah, they created that song, recorded that song, I should say.
Uh-huh.
Also, I have did shows with the Delphonics, Albertina Walker. One of my mentors was Otis Clay, the late great Otis Clay, Cicero Blake. I mean, the list go on and on. You know, of course, my queen Denise LaSalle, the late great Denise LaSalle. So I have had the opportunity to work with a lot of greats. You know.
Right.
Well, okay. All right. That's a good deal, man. So you ever talked to Willie Clayton?
Yeah, I talked to Mr. C.
Uh-huh. What is that conversation like, man? He try to give you some pointers on but not to be twerking and stuff, or what?
Now, Mr. C, he's a good guy. He's a good gentleman. Matter of fact, he just give me pointers about the game. When it come down to a person that's been in the game a long time, sometimes it's good to pass it on. The knowledge. So, hey, that's what it is.
Wow. So let me ask y'all this question right here. Go ahead, Live. You got something?
No, I'm just saying, old Willie Clayton out there singing Purple Rain and all that, man. We got to catch up, though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. So is there a difference in Southern soul and blues?
I would say, go ahead, Brother Kenne.
I would say, well, yeah, because blues is the Bobby Bland.
Yeah.
Lil Milton.
Yeah.
See, Johnny Taylor and Tyrone wasn't blues singers. They were soul singers.
Right.
And now with Southern soul they done moved it way away from what was blues,
Right.
Like you said, with all the twerking and stuff going on in this jungle, man, I don't even know we can call it Southern soul, man.
Don't forget the muscle shirts and taking off the shirts and all that stuff, man.
Don't sing not one line, man. Shoot.
Yeah. Hey, is there a difference between Southern soul and blues, Theo Huff?
Yes, sir. It's just like Muddy Waters. That's traditional blues.
Right.
People like B.B. King. He had some rhythm. He had a few rhythm and blues tracks. You know what I'm saying? But them cats were pretty much blues. When you talking about rhythm and blues, you talking about like Clarence Carter. You talking about, like you say, Johnny Tyrone, Jay Blackfoot.
Yeah.
So them the ones that kind of paved the way for us to do our thing and set the tone.
Right.
Now the Southern soul, it was just like it was R&B mixed up with rhythm and blues. You know what I'm saying? And the twerking comes from the young cats, like around my age and younger. Because that's what they can identify with. But when you on a classy scale, you got to give a little bit here, a little bit there. You got to mix the young with the old,
Right.
to be able to mix both crowds, to reach both crowds.
Right.
Because it's a language. It's a language.
So at what age do gyrating become despicable?
Man, I know some old folks be gyrating, man. Shoot.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I can't see myself as a 51-year-old husband, grandpa, following up just gyrating on those things. I just can't see it, bro. I just got too much class for them. I just can't see it, man. It just ain't me. But a lot of my kids' friends, when I show them shows and stuff, they say, "Oh, they too old to be doing that." Yeah, they too old. They used to the Chris Browns and used to them doing that, but they ain't used to no old ass men up there working. They ain't used to that. They be laughing. They be funny.
And the thing is, Kevin, that they do it all night and they don't do it with taste.
Yeah.
Yes.
How do you
twerk with taste?
Well, I mean, not twerk, but gyrate, like Marvin Gaye. You know, the lady said it was a sex symbol.
Yeah.
But, you know, Marvin and Teddy and them type of cats knew how to set it up and what to do and when to do it. But these jokers now, man, they're just coming out there, boom. You know, they want to bang a woman all night, bring them on the stage, and I'm not hating and you know, putting them on the spot, but you know, man, come on. I mean, they call that a good show, man. Oh man, they had a good show, man. They ain't doing nothing but bucked all night, man.
Exactly.
Yeah. So do y'all critique? Say if you on a show with 30 people on there, do y'all sit back as veterans? Do y'all critique their shows, or y'all don't say nothing? Y'all just, you know, just go along to get along. I'm telling you, critique to yourselves, like why is he or she doing that, or why are they singing that song, or that person is horrible? Do y'all do that?
Of course, that's human nature, man. You know, that's like somebody, you got 2 or 3 guys different cutting your grass every week. You know, you want to get the best guy. You're gonna you know, study them, and you know, I do that all the time. You know.
What about you, Theo?
Well, I learned from a little bit of everybody. You know, I learned what to do and what not to do. You know, and sometimes I even go to the point of looking at some of the videos of my shows of critiquing that.
Yeah.
Because before I can judge anybody to myself, I got to sweep around my own front door before I can sweep around somebody else.
There you go. Now, do you guys accept constructive criticism from promoters?
Yeah, if it's not messing with my money.
No, constructive criticism. I mean, he paid you. He might say, "Hey, Kenway, let me tell you something right quick, man. Hey, that last song you sung, bro. No, that ain't really what's happening."
Yeah.
So y'all don't get upset.
No, man. Hey, that's a part of the game, man.
Yeah. So why is it in totality why is it that Southern Soul is monolithic in thinking? Why do everybody got to think the same way, you know, about something? Why can't nobody just be, you know, a maverick and say, hey, look, you know, man, you this probably ain't for you right here. You know, this. So they of course they're gonna get upset because they get upset about off the record because they say, hey, Kevin coming on here just talking bad. Now Kevin coming on here just having an honest conversation with artists that some of the things that fans and other artists want to know, or people trying to get into business. You know, I just want people to be honest, you know, upfront and honest. There's nothing wrong with that, you know. So, but I tell you, it's a lot of people I won't book because I think they're horrible. I don't think they can sing or perform. You know, it's horrible. And I think a lot of folks just want a payday. They want you to just give them some money, get them some money. Can't draw on a piece of paper. I ain't gonna draw more people than me as a damn retired Army guy that I can go someplace probably draw more than these damn artists. But they want you to get them $2,000 and $3,000 and $5,000 just to come to a show and just to say, hey, they was there, you know, and ain't drew nobody, you know. So do y'all believe a one size fit all? Do you believe that you can come to Texas and ask for $10,000 and go to Iowa and ask for the same 10, or do y'all change your prices as y'all go places?
I'll change prices, you know, because I've been in the game long enough to know if I go to Texas in a hole in the wall, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know, they may not even give me what I got up the road, you know, at an outdoor festival.
Yeah. Okay. What do you think, Theo? One price fit all for you?
It depends on what kind of event it is. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, qualified.
Like, for example, if somebody call you and say, hey, Cal, how much you charge me to do this show? The first thing I'm asking, is this a festival? Is this an outdoors thing? Is this an indoor thing? Because when you're doing outdoors, pretty much it's going to be a lot of people there. You know what I'm saying?
How do you know that, though?
Because it depends on certain people they bring. You know, it depends on the promoter, how they advertise in the show as well.
Okay, know? So pause for a second. So if I have an outdoor show and 15 people show up, so you said it's supposed to be a lot of folks, but it's only 15 people there. So are you going to change your price? Or hey, Kevin, I feel sorry. Only 15 people show up, man. So you don't just pay me $5 and I'm good to go.
I would compromise.
I would compromise. Okay. All right. Do you do that, Kenny Wayne? You compromise with promoters if only 10 people show up to see you and he's supposed to give you $1,000, you say, hey man, I just want my money.
If I know the promoter and he's been fair to me,
you got to know him, huh?
I'll compromise. You see, because here's one of the biggest problems that happen with a lot of promoters. A lot of promoters don't do their homework.
Okay. All right, pause right there. So let me play devil's advocate. And a lot of artists think they better than what they are, and then they find out they get a dose of reality and find out you ain't as big as you think you are because you call yourself a king, a queen, an emperor, or a prince. Then you go somewhere and you got 5 people there, then you mad at the promoter.
Right. But at the same time, you can bring James Brown's anywhere, but if you're not advertising and letting folks know that he's going to be there, then nobody shows up. So that's what happens with a lot of shows. Promoters, especially today, a lot of promoters go to YouTube or Facebook and promote that. They think that go bring everybody in, but you still got to grind on the ground like old school did, man.
Right.
Well, I think you know what I think that's kind of twofold. I think it depends on who the artist is because I'm doing a show. I got a show here December 11th. I posted 3 times that Tucker's coming. I ain't did no radio. I handed out maybe about 500 flyers, and all my tables are sold out. So it just depends. It just depends on who the artist is. But
he has the winning hand right now, man. So you know, he's never been to the area where you're bringing him. So
he's been here.
He's been here, but you know, but he's hot.
Yeah,
they're waiting for him. So, but you know, it's not always like that. So a lot of times promoters have to get out.
Oh yeah,
and do.
I know.
And don't do it.
I know, but look, but you have some artists who label themselves as A-list artists. They label themselves so they want to go off what somebody else is getting paid. So when you bring them to an area and 10 people show up, then they try to blame it on the promoter. You can't blame it on the promoter because a real promoter promotes the same way that he promotes for Theo, Huff, Kenne Wayne, Tucker, Sir Charles, or anybody. So if you consider yourself an A-list artist and only 10 people show up, then you might want to go down to a B or C or D. You don't, but see that's the mistake. You cannot give yourself a label. Let the people give you a label. Let the people label you. So if the people want to call you King Kenne Wayne, let them call you that. But if you walk around and call yourself a king or emperor or something like that, and then you go somewhere and there's 5 people there, then you might need to take your crown off.
Right.
So how do y'all feel about these self-proclaimed titles that people get themselves? Theo Huff and Southern Soul.
And their eyesight, they're gonna look at themselves as a king. You know what I'm saying? But reality, your words speaks for itself. Okay. I mean, with me, I never put Mr. Excitement on my name. It was given to me because of the energy that I had on the stage.
Okay.
So that's how that became about. But I believe. I feel where you're coming from.
Yeah, I mean, I can say I'm an NBA player here because I want to play in the NBA, but I ain't. So people didn't understand, man. Your label needs to match your works. It needs to match. It needs to be equal to or greater than.
Yeah.
Equal to or greater than. It can't be less than.
Yeah.
Because all you're gonna do is set yourself up for failure. When I see you as a promoter. When you call me and I see you doing $10 shows, when you call me for $5,000, I see you going somewhere doing $5 or $10 shows, and you ain't getting $5,000, then that's gonna be a cause for a conversation with K-Young Production because you can't charge me one price, and I know you're getting $200 here, $300. Come on, guy, it has to make sense. And see, people don't want to hear that because they get upset, but it's a business.
Yeah.
Why would I give Kenne Wayne $10,000 when I know he can't draw $10,000? I might well just say, hey man, you want 10 grand, put it in your pocket, go and buy you a car or something. This is business. They have to understand they have to keep it business. And once you start off as business, you need to keep it business.
Yeah.
And I tell every artist, and they'll tell you, can't no artist never say K-On ain't paid. I took losses. When I've been promoting for about 5 years, I've took losses.
So live told me that this weekend, man. He done a show for you. Still waiting for some of his money, man.
He done a show for who?
But done a show for you, man. He said you had
no. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie.
Who?
You? That's a lie. I have taken losses myself because I'd rather take a loss than y'all take a loss. Yeah. You get in your car coming down to where I'm at. You travel. You left your family and stuff. You're an artist, and I think that these people should be professional enough to pay y'all. See, a lot of them don't want to take no losses. They got the money. They say, shit, I ain't finna get Kenne Wayne my last $3,000. I just take a loss and him not do the show, which it messes up your brand when you do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It messes up your brand, So let me ask y'all a question. So have y'all ever, and I'm pretty sure y'all haven't, have you ever told a promoter that you don't want to perform with Theo Huff because y'all might have had some words? Have y'all ever done that, something like that?
I don't care if the devil on the show. I'm gonna do it. Give me my cash, and I'm gonna do the show. That's the only thing I'm worried about. Having my cash. I don't care who owns the show.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Theo?
Right.
You've never done that?
I look at it like this. No, I don't discriminate. I work with anybody
Mm-hmm.
because you got to realize this. If you work in a real job, you know how many people go to their job that work with people that they don't like.
Right.
A lot.
A lot.
Do not let that stop you from getting your money.
There you go.
Exactly.
So let me ask you this question, right? You got live, you got anything? You want me to keep going?
Oh yeah. Like I say, man, when they do that, the promoter, I blame the promoter too. Because if you let somebody influence you to not go get this artist because he said he got a bad attitude, you don't know that. You don't know he may be a damn good artist for you to come up here and do his thing, but you're gonna let somebody who you think is up here, but you really right here. So just because you a fan of his, you're gonna listen to everything he say, everything he tell you.
Monolithic. It's monolithic.
Yeah, yeah.
So do it matter what a promoter put y'all in the lineup as far as the show?
I'm gonna be honest with you. When I was younger, that used to bother me, but right now, that don't bother me because I know I go for one thing. I done been in shows when you had to sweat and worry about getting your money. I want to get that money. Put me up first. So I can go. Yeah.
I
I want that money, that Al Green, man. Shoot.
Yeah. What about you, Theo? Do it matter where you in the lineup?
It don't matter if they put me in the beginning, the middle, even if they put me at the end. But if I go at the end, I'm gonna make sure I get my money before the show starts.
Okay, so okay, pause for that. So let me scenario. Here's a scenario. Okay, Kenny Wayne, Mr. Live, and Theo Huff on the show. Okay, so Theo Huff. Okay, so look, 3 of y'all on the show. Kenny Wayne, you the headliner, right? So you decide that, okay, well, you want to show up late. So I said, okay, well, Kenny Wayne, you're not going to headline no more. So Theo Huff, you're going to be the headliner. So Theo Huff, are you going to come to me and say, hey, Kevin, since I'm headline, I need more money? Or you just going to say, no, man, I just headline the show? Because you're going to get paid the same because you're there to sing anyway. So do it matter or not if you the headliner or not on that show?
To me, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Because with me, it's about coming to do a job. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If this the money that you agreed up on, hey, do your job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What about you? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, finish.
And the thing is, I've never been the type of cat that bicker and batter or who want to go up last first. If you want to go up last, hey, let me go ahead and do my thing, get out the way. You know what I'm saying?
That's what he did the other night.
Live, you're an artist too, Live. So what about the same scenario? Do it matter to you?
It don't matter what you put me at. I don't care where you just put me on the show.
No, I said if you had the if Kenny Wayne was the original headliner, but you had the headline, would you say, hey, since you got me headlining, Kevin, I need more money? Would you just say, okay?
How can I say that when we haven't agreed to a price?
Yeah, that's my point.
You can't go back on that price once you got contracts and stuff, all that involved.
But okay, go ahead, Kenny Wayne. I'm gonna make my point.
It don't matter to me. Like I said, first, second, last. But I do know what happened last. Most of the time on certain shows, that money get funny if the show ain't right. You know? So I would beg the promoter not to put me last, maybe in the middle of the show somewhere. You know.
Yeah.
Okay, but see, I got 3 artists on here, and y'all answer is not esoteric. I mean, it's easily understood, not understood by a few people. People should know that, you know. Right. So what I'm trying to figure out is, so why is it that y'all got 3 artists on here that y'all feel this way? Why does the other artists feel a different way? I mean, why is that? I just
professionalism.
I don't get it. So if you're on a show, and say like for instance, like Cal Richardson had a wreck one time in the show, so he couldn't show up. So somebody had to close the damn show. So why would you ask a promoter for more money that if you already on the damn show anyway? That if something happened where Kenny Wayne can't be there, why would you think you entitled to more money because you got to close the show? You on the show anyway.
Yeah, what they picked it up. They've heard stories from back in the day. You know, certain artists would run those type of games and stuff like that, you know. But it's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I take my hat off to y'all, man, because I'll definitely be a maverick, man. I just have a different understanding when it comes to life about certain things, man. Some things just don't make no sense to me. You know, some things just don't make no sense to me. You know, if you on the show, then just perform, just get your money. You know, y'all got families, you got bills to pay. You know, why would you want to sit and get in a pissing contest with a promoter that and then try to handcuff the promoter and say, well, I need more money. The promoter said, I ain't give you no more money. And so you said, well, I'm not gonna go on the show. So now you're gonna get sued, and now your fans gonna be mad because that promoter will put you out there. I mean, I just don't understand that. You know, I just don't understand that if you're a professional artist, you know, then all that should come into play. But a lot of folks just don't care. I guess it's if they see an avenue where they can get more money, then they'll take it. It's called cupidity. It's called greed.
Yeah,
cupidity. It's greed.
The promoter and the artist need to be professional. Everybody need to have their paperwork together. Because if you sign that paper saying you're going to do that for that money, that promoter don't owe you no more money. Unless
the caveat to that, I signed the book, but I ain't say I was going to be a headliner. Okay, who the promoter determined who the headliner going to be. The headliner can go first. The headliner.
What the paperwork say?
What I'm saying is, as a promoter, I can say Mr. Live going to be the headliner. I can decide who's going to be the headliner. I can just say Mr. Live just going to go first.
Right.
You know, so what difference do it make? I mean, have y'all been a scenario like that where a person say, man, I don't want a headliner, you headliner, he headliner, I don't want to go first.
I've done a show in New Iberia, Louisiana one night. Shirley Brown was headlining. And before the show, they asked me if I would headline because she was sick.
Yeah.
Oh, they said, man, she's going to go up, man, she's going to do about 30 minutes, and you know, because she's not feeling well. The other thing that got me mad that night, she would have done about 3 hours, man. Shoot, I'm like, man, I'm ready to go home, man.
She's done 3 hours.
Oh, she was sick, but she was sick though.
Oh man,
she done how long?
Oh, I'm joking about 3 hours, but she done a long show, man. Oh yeah, man.
Yeah. So do y'all get discouraged, man? Because I hear this all the time with artists, man. So say like Theo Huff. You got Mr. Live on before you, right? So you sit up here and say, okay, well, damn, Mr. Live been up there for 45 minutes. When he gonna get off the damn stage? I mean, do y'all have those conversations, man?
Can I answer that question?
No, hold on. I want to Go ahead.
Can I answer that question for him?
Yeah, go ahead.
Theo tapped me on my shoulder the other night.
What happened?
He tapped me on the shoulder. Hey man, where I'm at on the shoulder? I say, man, you read toward the bottom. I say, man, he say, go see if you can give me up a little early, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I say, let me see what I can do. I say, you know what? I say, bro, you coming up next. I got you. Somebody else, they ain't gonna perform tonight. I got you right now, man. So I believe what you're saying and what he was feeling. He was ready to get up there. And
okay, now you ask. Go ahead, Theo.
I mean, you know, with me, you know, I'm always ready.
In that situation, what was the need? What was the hurry for you to go up? You got tired of seeing them other acts up there. You was ready to rock the crowd.
No, it wasn't that. It was just the fact is, you know, when you see like people waiting around, that time that they can wait, you ready. You might as well fill in the empty void, you know, keep the show rolling.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm always ready. If they want me to be on the show at 8 o'clock, I'm at that stage 30 minutes before time.
Right.
Anything can happen. Anything can happen. I was doing a show in St. Louis at the Ambassador. It was St. Charles, Calvin Richardson. Calvin, something happened on the road. He was 10 minutes late. But it wasn't his fault. It was something happened. So the promoter said, Theo, can you sing a couple of songs? I said, hey, put me on. I'm ready.
Yeah.
And the whole show went smooth. Calvin came in. He said, man, I appreciate you. He did a show like when nothing happened.
Right.
Okay.
But you always got to stay ready out here.
You got to stay ready.
Yeah. Well, go ahead, Kenny Wayne.
Yeah, I don't have no problem with, you know, artists. That's if they whatever their time is. But what I don't like is when promoters let artists get on stage and eat up all the time. They got hey man, you're supposed to go on at 9 o'clock. You get there at 8:30, ready to go on at 9 o'clock, and it'd be 12:30 a.m. before you hit the stage, man. You know.
There be fan fatigue because you get some artists up there try to get the crowd so tired, but they don't want to hear nobody else but them.
Yeah. That's what a lot of promoters will do. You know, they don't oversee the show. They just letting the artists go on.
Artists running the show.
Just do what they want to do.
That goes back to professionalism. You know, you have to understand. See, people got upset when I said that when I book an artist, I'm 100% in charge, which I am. I'm paying the artist. You know, I'm the employee, you're the employee. Oh, they independent contractors. Okay, you can be independent without a job if I didn't hire you. So they talk that nonsense. But the reality is this: when a promoter book you, the promoter is the boss. The promoter tells you what time to come on. The promoter tells you how long to stay on stage. That's just the bottom line. If you don't like that, then do your own show. But see, we're so eager to try to fight against people. Why would you fight against somebody that's paying you?
Right.
You know, why can't you just comply and be professional? Why can't you just do that? You know, say, hey, Theo, you going at 9:30, you need to be coming off. And I look up there and it's 9:55 and you still no, that ain't gonna work because now you're throwing the whole show off. Now Mr. Live mad and say, hey Kevin, damn, I'm supposed to go on at 9:35. Why he's still up there? You know what I'm saying? So everything affects one thing. Then the fans get mad. So okay, well, we ready to see Kenne Wayne. Damn, Theo, you been up here for 30 minutes. Okay, we danced all your music. We ready to see the next artist now. You know, so how do y'all feel about that when? Cause look, when they come off stage, I know y'all be looking at them sideways like man, you've been up there for a whole
what my rules say, Mr. Wayne and Mr. Wayne, hey, don't get up here and do your whole goddamn.
Hey, I done a show in Baton Rouge. It was Sir Charles and I and a bunch of other artists. Well, there was one particular artist got up and ate up all the time. And I was going on in Charles, but when that man got off stage, they had like 10 minutes left before they could close. They had to close the building. I told Charles, I said, "Hey man, I'm going on and do one song, man." He said, "I'm doing the same thing too, man. You know, everybody else took all the time."
That's cheating the fans, man. That's cheating the fans because the fans didn't pay to hear you or Charles sing one song, man. You know what I'm saying? But I think the fan need an explanation behind it as well. Yeah. Because all that's gonna do is put a bad taste. I ain't never gonna see Kenne Wayne Sir Charles. They got up there and sung, but they don't know the circumstances surrounding that. Go ahead, Theo.
Well, I'm gonna say this, man. None of that would happen if they have a stage manager.
Yeah.
Because if every show need a stage manager to let each artist know you got 10 minutes left, you got 5 minutes left. If you go over that 5 minutes or 10 minutes, they unplug you.
Yeah,
you can say all you won't be heard.
Yeah, that's what I do. I'm the stage manager at my show or the host. So I tell them, hey, look, so got I give them a timeline. This is it right here. We're not keeping these people here all night. You know what I'm saying? That's why I understand why people want to do a show with 95 people on there, and the damn thing's supposed to be over at 1 o'clock. You know, and then you still got 95 people. You still got 50 that got to go. You know, so I don't understand that, and that pisses people off. See, I'm all about pleasing the customers, man. The fans are the one that pay. You know, they pay. So, like I tell people all the time, as a promoter that still live in that town, you know, I got to see these people at Walmart and at damn break, the break place, the oil place, and y'all done got y'all money, y'all gone, but they gonna see the promoter that brought their show here, and they gonna talk junk about you. I ain't never. And look, these women will let you know what's up. They'll tell you because that's who be on the shows. No women be at the show. They say, hey, Kevin, let me tell you something for a second. Don't ever bring Mr. Live back. Mr. Live was horrible. Or don't ever bring they'll tell you. They'll tell you exactly, you know, and I like that because I like having honest discussions with people, man. I don't kick the can down the road. I like people to be honest. So if you tell me it's a boogie, if a boogie in my nose, I want you to tell me. Don't have me walk around with a boogie in my nose. I want you to tell me. Don't be scared. So when these people come, and I'll tell them, I say, hey man, you know what? That wasn't your best performance right there, bro. You kind of sucking on that right there. So you can get mad all you want to because artists do have bad nights. Y'all do have bad nights. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Especially when these people be singing over their music. I think that is a travesty to the fans. There's one thing I cannot stand is somebody sit up there and play the damn track, you know, and just sing along. They might well just listen to the shit on their headphones and sitting there.
Well, the thing is, they saying now if the sound man don't be right, you can at least have
Okay, you know what? I have seen people go. I've seen Tank go acapella. I've seen people go acapella if the sound ain't right. They say, man, don't worry about it. They still gonna sing. These are vocalists. So of course you're not gonna go acapella if you already sound like a cat anyway. You're not gonna do that because that's really gonna hurt your brain.
But Cal, you gotta realize
what?
Everybody can't do that.
Yeah. So okay, they can't do what? They can't go acapella.
Yeah, everybody can't do that. No.
Everybody can't do acapella. Some people sound better with music. Some people sound better without music. Some people sound better with music. They can sing.
Okay, but do you call yourself a vocalist? You a vocalist though, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you a vocalist. I'm talking about, so it would be no problem with you to go a cappella and still sound, good. But I'm talking about these people who know that are studio singers. You know,
right.
I can be a studio singer, but if the music go out and I gotta really go a cappella, them people gonna leave. That's what I'm talking about.
So still go on.
Huh?
Show must go on.
Still go on.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
If the track stop, if it go down, you still got to maintain that crowd.
All you gotta do is play the best rap song and start gyrating or take your shirt off. That's all you gotta do to keep the crowd. keep the attention off you. If you can't sing, just start.
Boy, you had it today, boy.
Play some rap music or take your shirt off and start posing like you Ric Flair or something. You know that. But if you start singing and you know you can't sing, bro, they ain't gonna do it, man. They ain't gonna do it because they already know. People gonna hear the real deal.
Let them folks, hey, Ken, let them folks show they 3 little muscles, man. Man, 47 years old. That man want to flex, man. Let that man flex.
Okay, but let me ask you this question: Is that professional? Is that professional? Is that professional?
That's very professional.
Huh?
I'm sorry. Go ahead, brother.
Is that professional? Is that professional for you to take your shirt off and just start walking around and you can't sing? Is that professional?
No, that's not professional unless you're a stripper.
Yeah. That's my point. That's my point. So people have gimmicks, you know, 'cause I'm telling you right now, I have seen artists who people have walked out on. Actually literally left. When someone's wrong with the track and they had to sing, I have seen people leave, walk out. I've seen that, and so I wonder what was going through their head when you and as an artist, you know, have y'all ever had people walk out on y'all? Have you ever had people just walk out?
I've never even paid attention to it,
Yeah. Have you ever had somebody walk out on you, Theo?
No, sir. But I have seen it happen.
So how would that affect you as an artist? Live, have you ever had somebody walk out on you? I'm pretty sure you have.
Hell no.
I'm just bad. But how would that affect y'all as artists if you seen somebody actually walk out when you start singing? How would that affect y'all, man?
That'll make me go home and work harder.
Yeah, work a little bit harder.
Oh man, it'll make you work harder.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But
I have people just sit there and stare. They stare like, okay, all right.
So what you think they think?
But they don't. But they don't know me fully.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question.
They ain't getting up and walking out though.
Let me ask you a question, Kenne. Is there any artist, male or female, that you want to work with right now in Southern Soul? And the same thing with you, Theo, huh?
I'd like to work with Lacey.
Lacey? Yeah, that's my girl. She can blow.
Yeah. And I'm going to tell you a little secret, man. I have a song, we recorded it probably 2014, 15. The name of the song is Ride It Like a Cowgirl.
Uh-huh.
And Ice Doll is on it.
Mm-hmm.
She's rapping. And we just never released it, but I'm going to release it first part of next year. It's a Zydeco song, and it's Riding Like a Cowgirl, and she's singing the chorus on it, and she's rapping.
Okay.
And Ice Doll, like I said, Lacey, another secret is coming out real soon. I'm releasing a Christmas song a couple of days before Thanksgiving. Big Yayo and I have a song that's coming out. It's called Goodwood. And I'm also releasing a new single the day before New Year's Eve. So that's 3 songs I'm going to release in about a 2-month span.
That's a good one, Spanks.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead, Theo.
I would like to work with, Nelly Travers, man, I mean, I even like to do something with, Clarence Carter.
Clarence Carter, he still living?
Yeah, he's still living. He's still stroking.
Okay, I ain't heard of him in a while. Okay. Okay, hey, somebody had a question. Somebody said, what about artists that do 30 minutes and sing one of their songs and 10 cover songs? How y'all feel about that?
That's weak. Weak.
That's weak?
That's weak, man.
Yeah. What do you think about that, Theo?
Well, some artists need motivation in that area. And what I mean by that, they need somebody to talk to them and say, hey, bro, you got to have a little more faith within your work.
Within your work.
Everybody had their time that you singing, but sneaking some of your music in. It's just like when I do a show, I do covers, but please believe me, I'm going to sneak quite a few of my originals in.
Right. See, that was like the other night, a couple of those artists, I'm not getting on them or anything, but I didn't understand why they was doing covers at the award show, because this is a award show for your work. And you know what I'm saying? Why not you singing your stuff? You know what I'm saying? That was the one thing I was kind of, okay, what's going on here with? I said, why some of these people ain't singing they stuff? You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is,
Has either one of y'all received an award?
Yeah, they did.
When?
I received one from the Just Blues Award, I guess about 6-7 years back. Yeah, and I think I'm receiving something from the ZBT this year too. I remember it getting bad, man. I'm getting old. Too much nightlife. I'm receiving something.
You was nominated, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Theo? Have you received an award for anything for your works?
Yes, sir. I received the award from last year from the Southern Soul Music Awards. 2 of them, the best collaboration with me and Jay Red.
Okay.
This year, I got nominated for the collaboration with me and Jesse Terrell, but we didn't win no award this year,
Okay. Yeah.
But I've been blessed, man. I've been blessed to be in the business, do what God blessed me to do,
So do y'all think feel that the award shows are fair and honest and nominating and people that win awards? Be honest, man.
Who you want me to go first?
Yeah, I want you to go first. Yeah.
I hate to be the bad news bear, man, but a lot of what I see is not fair, and it's just not these new award groups.
Yeah,
this has been going on since the 90s.
Yeah,
in Jackson, Mississippi.
Right.
I went to those a couple of times, man, and basically either those awards were made just for the Jackson people, or they don't give a damn about nobody else, because basically that's all would win was Jackson folks, and these other awards, they got so many categories, the guy with the best trash can remover, he gets an award. The best he gets an award. And I'm like, man, come on, and that's where it starts at, when people have to be real, because they're giving awards to some bad songs, bad singing, just hey, if they like it, I love it, man. Shoot.
Yeah. What you think, Theo?
I believe it's all got something to do with politics. It's politics and everything. If you got somebody on the committee that likes you, what you do, you probably pretty much got the upper hand on everybody.
Yeah.
Despite if you have bad music out there, good music, hey man, it's gonna pretty much work in your favor sometimes.
Yeah. I think you have to be honest, man. You have to be honest, and I think you have to be fair, and you have to be perceived that way.
Right.
So I'm gonna say it now. I'm gonna start my own award show in 2022. It's gonna be called the Southern Soul Honor Award Show, and it's gonna be me and my committee. So you can best believe
hosted by yours truly.
Yeah, and trust me, and y'all hear it on here now. It's coming in 2022, and like I said, it's gonna be me and my committee. And like I said, I just call it like I see it. I don't have an interest in liking nobody, but the bottom line is if you do the work, then you're gonna be nominated and you're gonna win. If you don't, then you won't. That's just bottom line, and it's gonna be my show. Period. It's gonna be my show. And like I said, you can argue me all you want to, but it's not gonna be no 90 different categories. It's not gonna be that, So 2022 Southern Soul Honor Award Show is gonna be yours truly, K Young. I'm gonna start that next year. I think the more the merrier. I think more you guys need to be nominated. Not to slight nor the award show, because like I said, they're doing something for the for Southern Soul, and that's fine. But everybody do things different. Everybody do things different. I'm a military guy. I believe in good order and discipline. I believe in just doing things the right way. And everybody can't win. Everybody can't win. And everybody know that. But if it's perceived as fair, then I can lose gracefully. But if I know that if Kenny Wayne didn't put out an album since '85, and you talking about you the best, you won best album of the year, not years, plural. Then I know
wrong, guys.
I know it's something wrong with that picture right there. So
people ain't performed and they perform or got a song in 4-5 years, but you nominated for best artist.
So all you artists on here, I'm watching y'all now. I'm listening to your music. I'm watching the shows. I'm watching everything. I'm watching y'all right now because it's coming next year. Because it's gonna be a year. It's gonna be a yearly thing. And like I said, I'm watching y'all now. The clock's just ticking right now. 2021. I'm watching y'all for next year. So when the nominees come out, because we ain't going through no fans, we ain't doing none of that. We're not doing no fan voting. We're not doing none of that, because if I got 100,000 fans, I'm gonna win every year.
Yeah.
If Live got 5 and I got 100,000, of course they're gonna vote for me. So now we're gonna sit down. My committee, we're gonna sit down. It's gonna be a
Cam, you gonna stop down my fans, man. I got more than 5 fans.
This is serious business. It's gonna be a compilation of DJs, promoters. It ain't gonna be no artists on there. It ain't gonna be no artists. I might have a musician on there. I might have a musician who's not gonna be in the running for no award, but it's gonna be a compilation of promoters and DJs and maybe 1 or 2 producers on there. And we're all gonna sit down and we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out because, like I said, I think a lot of y'all need to be rewarded for your efforts. I'm not saying that people don't need to be rewarded, but I see the same people that's giving rewards that probably can't sing out of a damn wet paper bag. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion, because you got a lot of great artists out here that get looked over. And somebody told me they tired of seeing. Let me ask y'all a question. So, would y'all agree that we're talking top five right now in Southern Soul? Would y'all agree that in that top 5, that Calvin Richardson, Tucker, probably Sir Charles, probably
TK Soul,
probably Pokey, and I'm just throwing out some names. So as artists, right? Do y'all get upset with promoters if promoters go with the winning hand? Do y'all get upset? They say, do y'all say, well, I'm tired of seeing Tucker, Calvin, or Charles, or Pokey, or Vale Hollywood, or LJ Eckers, or Omar. I'm tired of seeing them. Why won't they book me? Do y'all feel that way as artists?
No, because today is their day. Tomorrow might be somebody else's day. So you can't get mad now. What the promoters have to watch is they have to listen to the fans.
Yeah.
Because all money ain't good money, and too much of anything is bad for you.
It's a bad thing.
Okay.
You know, so but the artist should get mad, but the promoter should still say, "Well, I done brought this guy to town 5 times. I don't, you know, certain people like him, but certain people are getting tired of him. You know, so you gotta find that happy medium. You know."
Okay. What are your thoughts on that, Theo? Huh?
Well, with me, I feel, I never would want to stop nobody cash flow. You feel me? But my main thing is, some people, they want to see creativity. You know, uh, it's about being original too. You know what I'm saying? Some people get tired of seeing the same show, same song. Man, switch it up. If you're gonna play this place 3 or 4 times, 5 times a year, add some new stuff to it. You know what I'm saying? And and this what I'm hearing from the people. So I believe in, if you're gonna do that, keep your show a little fresh. You know what I'm saying? You got to do your hits.
Yeah.
But just change it up a little bit every time you go.
Right.
So do y'all promote your own shows?
No, I stay away from that.
You do?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. So let me ask you a question about Chicago. Chicago is kind of unique because I got some folks up there. Is Southern Soul well respected in Chicago?
I'm gonna be honest with you. They getting hold to it, but the difference between the South and up here in Chicago, the North, man, they ain't finna play that track stuff. You got to come up here with a band.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Then you got to come up here with a band. They will boo you up here if you come out with a track like down there. They will boo you. You got to come up here with a band.
Wow. Wow.
Kenne, I don't know if have you been in Chicago?
I've been all up in that area, man. You better bring
It's
that
online. It's online.
That's the truth, man.
Yeah. Well, some people don't have no band, so now what? What they gonna do?
Well, that's where the problem comes in Southern Soul. These new artists.
Yeah.
You know, you got new artists and new promoters, and they're younger. So a lot of these cats today came up in that rap zone, and they think that's how it's supposed to be. Get up there, put an artist up there with a track. But when you have a band, the show is on a whole nother level. And I know some shows need to be track shows for the size, money-wise, but I just think promoters ought to get back to the bands, man, because that's on a whole nother level.
Yes, sir.
I think a lot of promoters want to do that, but with a band, okay, your price go from $2,500 to $9,000. Ain't nobody paying that.
Well, and here's what the promoters somebody got to step in and lock these cats up and quit letting them run from day 2. I want $1 million and this and that, man. It should be some type of standard. So you got to come in and pay some dues. You got to do some work to get that money. You can't come in on day 3 and start asking, man, I want all this money, man. Hey, everybody want to get money, get paid, but you got to do some type of work for it.
Okay, right. so let me play devil's advocate. So when Michael Jordan came in the league, he didn't wait. He's better than Magic Johnson. He's better than Larry.
But he didn't get his money. Whoa. He didn't get his money till late. He didn't get his money till like 90 when he came back. That's when he had got 30,000. Jordan wasn't making no more but about $15 million.
I'm talking about as far as his talent. Once they saw him in the first year or two, they said, "Oh man, we got to move out of the way because there's a new sheriff in town."
You just said it. Once they saw the talent.
Yeah.
That's the word, the talent, man.
Yeah. You know who can sing, man? I really like Vibrato, man. That brother can sing, man. That boy can sing. See, I can name him: Omar Cunningham, Vibrato, Magic One. You know what I'm saying? I mean, them boys can sing, man. They in my playlist. I mean, it's a lot of other people in my playlist, but I think about them: Omar Cunningham. Them boys can sing, man. But my thing is this right here. I don't think they get they just do.
No.
Like both of y'all are vocalists. I don't think y'all get y'all just do. I don't think Lacey get her just due. I don't think Veronica Rael. You know what I'm saying? I mean, these are people that can actually sing. I don't think they get their just due. So What? What's up? What's up? Oh, they said somebody to turn their phone down. That's what my spouse just said. Somebody turn their phone down. Yeah, it's still vibrating. But I don't think a lot of artists get they just due. And I don't know what is going on. I don't know if all the promoters is obsequious, just towards certain artists. I don't understand that. I don't understand, why there can't be a variety of artists on shows. I don't understand that because that's what I try to do. I try to do different talent levels on shows. You know what I'm saying? So how do y'all feel about that? That there's a lot of vocalists out here that don't get their just dues. I mean, do that bother y'all as well?
I guess you don't have to be an excellent vocal to have a hit record.
Uh-huh.
But if you got that hit record, to me, you got to have some type of talent, because I see folks out here, man, just hollering and screaming, and and then the fans hollering and screaming. Oh, that guy can sing. Oh man, no, he has a good record, but he's no singer. And that's what bothers me. But who am I, man? I'm just somebody trying to tell everybody.
Yeah.
Somebody got two devices on, but I can hear you. Somebody
I only got one on.
What you got on, Theo? You got two devices?
Live,
what you got on?
Okay. My volume down.
Okay. All right, cool. So
we can hear everybody though.
Y'all hear about it? Okay, so what do you think about that, Theo Huff? You think everybody get their just due?
I think they don't. But in this field, hey man, it's gonna be like that. It's gonna be like that, and I'm just being honest.
That's you, Cass.
That ain't me.
It's like I said, it goes down to what a lot of people don't know. It's about who you know, who can get you in certain places, and who can play your music.
Right.
Some of the best artists out there probably don't have the same connection that this artist that's mainstream have.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not saying that he's better than that person. That means that he just have more connection. So that's how it is.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, man, you got so many clicks out here these days.
Oh my God, boy,
they got folks chop blocking folks, man. I don't want him. I want my boy, my girl over here.
Right.
And once again, that's on the promoters for doing that.
Yeah, and that's one thing I don't know, man. I guess I guess I'm just well rounded, man, in my thought process. I don't understand why any man or woman who's paying to have people on the show that would allow somebody to pick and choose people to be on their show. I don't get that, man. Just to me, that's just not good business, to me. But to each his own. People do what they want to do. But so when K Young pick people, I pick people because those are the people I want. Ain't nobody gonna tell me, well, hey, put these people on the show. No, that ain't gonna work. No, that ain't gonna work. So or nobody's gonna tell me, well, I don't like Mr. Live, so if you put him on the show, I ain't on the show. Then I'm gonna hang up on you. Because I think that's unprofessional. I think you should leave that nonsense alone and come and just make your money and showcase your talent. So are y'all the type of artists that show up at shows, man, and try to get on shows and try to sell your CDs at shows that you're not even on?
Yeah. Like, for example, I have done it a few times, like on a festival. One of my guys, Casper, the Cha-Cha Slide man, one of my good friends. Hey, Theo, I know the promoter. Hey, man, I want you to come on and do a couple of songs. He want to hear what you got going on. I do a couple of songs. It's a promotion gig, pro bono gig.
Yeah.
So I might go out there, sing a couple of songs, but I might sell $1,000 worth of CD.
Yeah, that's different because you was asked. I'm saying you was asked. Yeah. So say if you just showed up and you set up a tent, start selling stuff. Okay, who are you? Were you on the show?
Nah, I ain't gonna do that.
I think that's tacky. Because I've seen that. I have seen artists. Now let me ask y'all this question: are y'all the type of artists that show up at shows and think you can get in free because you're artists?
No.
Yeah, I think that's tacky too. I think you're an artist, DJ, promoter. I don't care who you are. If you show up at somebody's show, if you want invited, I think you should pay because that's not a free show. You know, I just think I'm telling you, man. If you just keep it professional, you know, then everything else will fall to the wayside. You know, and that's what
Right.
people don't get. That's what they don't get. Then if you start off unprofessional, then it's hard for you to be professional now. You know,
Yeah.
so that's just like
Okay.
raising a kid. That's just like raising a kid. So if you start smoking weed with your child, and then all of a sudden I come around, a lie come around, also now you want to get on the child. Well, damn,
Yeah.
you've been smoking weed with me. So all of a sudden you're gonna change now. So I think that if you keep it professional, then and you know and you maintain your professionalism, people know how to deal with you, and you know how to deal with people. You know. So how do y'all feel about that? Maintain your professionalism. Do you go to do you try to befriend promoters and stuff, man, just to be cool with them, just to get on shows, or do you know
No.
you just or it's just genuine? It's just genuine friendship.
Yeah.
Want to know people, you know, to try to get to pick their brain and stuff. Do
Yeah.
y'all do that?
I'm a genuine guy. Every time you see me, I'm the same way. I'm not one of these hustlers, shooking and jiving, I'm always honest and straight up. And, it's like you and I talked last night.
Yeah.
I was real. I'm not going to tell you, Kevin, I got 2 or 3 Maseratis parked out in the driveway. I'm not like that. You're going to get me all the time.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? That's another thing too. I guess a lot of folks gonna fake it till they make it, in Southern Soul.
Yeah. Oh, they got. That's the worst thing. That's what really got us in trouble.
What?
Just faking it. Just want to fake it, man. No, man. Sit down and be quiet. You ain't got that, man. Cats on stage. Well, man. I want to thank y'all for me making my first million and all that. Man, come on, man. Just
Yeah.
chill out,
So you know what? This is what I always want to ask y'all. So if somebody get up, so if somebody come up and say, I sold 1 million records, is that verifiable?
If you sell a million records this day and time
Yeah.
in Southern Soul,
Yeah.
I want to know where you're selling it at, who you selling it to.
Mm.
It's impossible today to sell 1 million records in Southern Soul.
Yeah. What about 500,000?
It's impossible. If somebody out here saying that, they're telling you a dry lie. Because first of all, like I go back again and say, with black folks, for every CD you sell, Lil Pokey gonna sell 10 of them, man. So that's cutting your numbers down, And not only that, guys, I've had guys come to tell me, man, I sold 100,000 CDs. Well, goddamn, you still riding and you still the same way. What you gonna do to better yourself now since you done sold them 100,000 CDs?
Uh-huh.
They're not moving them type of numbers out here, man.
Yeah.
Not at this day and time. Maybe 20 years ago, 30 years ago.
What do you think, Theo?
You gonna have to put some major work in to make it happen. It can be done, because through Christ Jesus, it can be done. But it got to be a creative system to make that happen. You feel me? Let's go back. I'm gonna put game on you. When Prince was doing shows, how did he get rid of his CDs?
I don't know how.
He got rid of his CDs by putting his own concert on. And the more everybody that came to that concert, they had a CD with their ticket.
Oh, okay.
I just gave you the game right there.
So you bought it. You bought the CD.
Let me go back on you on that. You talking about Prince? That was 30 years ago. They didn't have CD.
You're right.
They didn't have CD burners and all that kind of stuff. The brothers weren't hip to getting out there hustling CDs, man.
Right.
So there's nobody selling 500,000 or 1 million CDs. If they told you that, they're telling you a lie.
It's a lot of artists saying that they got major record labels too.
Yeah, and I'm going to see Jesus in a little bit when I leave here too. You know. I didn't say that fake it till they make it.
Yeah.
You can't name not one major record company that any of these guys are signed to. Maybe somebody like Calvin Richardson.
Yeah.
But everybody else out here, they got their own.
Calvin's not even on the label, I don't think.
There's nobody. What company?
Because he getting his Southern Soul money. I don't even think Calvin on. I'm not for sure. I don't even think he on the label.
Yeah.
So why people be having these these parties and talk? Oh, let's talk about this. What is that? What's that list that y'all come on? What's that damn list? Y'all make the what's that list, man? That you can look it up and verify that you're on.
What you talking about? Billboard.
Yeah, billboards. So is it a lot of artists on billboards that say they on billboards in Southern Soul?
I really hadn't looked at it, but guess what? And I tell you can be on billboard and still be living in the projects.
Yeah.
You know, because that really don't mean anything. Because you're on billboard.
Yeah.
You're pretty sure you've heard stories of New Edition and all these kind of artists, man, that say they'd be on tour with big hit records and still broke. You know, now that was mainstream R&B. So if you making the money here in Southern Soul, where you get this from?
Yeah. So you agree or disagree that Southern Soul is the new R&B? Look at Kenne Wayne. What do you think, Theo? You think Southern Soul is new R&B?
I don't think it is, man. It's just a different type, a different genre of music, you know.
Yeah. But why do they say that? Why do they say that it's the new R&B? But then again, too, you sound like R&B artists, you know. So why would you want to be new R&B when Southern Soul is a different genre of music? I mean, I don't get that.
I really think
it's a different.
Trash.
Huh?
It's a different sound.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a different sound. It's a different sound. It's a totally different sound. And look, to keep it 100, a lot of these tracks start to sound just alike. A lot of these tracks start. I'm telling you, I'm just being 100. I ain't hating on nobody.
Huh? What we talking about this weekend?
Yeah.
No, look, I'm not being misanthropic. I'm not being the hater, but I'm telling you right now, a lot of these tracks sound just alike. When I hear some of these tracks, I say, "Oh, that's so and so music. That's so and so music." When I hear them tracks, and I'll call an artist, I say, "Who produced that, or who wrote that, or who did the music?" They'll tell me. I say, "Yep, that sounds just like it. It sounds just like." So how do y'all feel about that? Do y'all work with different producers to get different sounds?
I work with a couple. My brother, Vest, which is like my brother, and over the years I've had one or two other guys. But we never tried to make one song sound like the next song. Because to me that's monotonous. And they used to do that a long time ago. If you heard a record back in the 70s or the 80s, you might have an artist and he come out with one hit, then he'll come out with another single, and that song will sound just like the record you released the year before that. And I guess they thought that, well, hey man, if we keep it going like that, that record sound like that hit, so we do this one like that, it'll be a hit too. No. But to me, today that don't work.
No.
Yeah. What do you think, Theo?
Yeah, I actually do work with quite a few producers. One of my producers I have worked with, his name Paul Richmond. He used to record Tyrone Davis, Willie Clay. He wrote one of the Manhattan's biggest hits, Shining Star. I also work with a producer out of Milwaukee. His name's Sid Jones. So I shop around with different producers to get a different sound. So my whole won't sound the same.
Yeah. So do you work with producers that will lease you your track or sell you that track?
I'd rather for them to sell it to me.
Yeah. What about you, Kenny Wayne?
Most of the time, I'm creating a track.
Okay.
You know, most of my stuff, I co-write on it, and you know, I don't play. I play drums.
Uh-huh.
You know, now you know I'm in the MPCs. I can put tracks together well enough, and I'll send him over the best, and you know he'll take them and straighten them out for me and stuff like that. But most of the stuff, you know, it's family with me. You know,
Yeah.
so I'm not leasing tracks. I you know own the tracks.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Because I see that a lot and I hear that a lot that I say to myself, why would you give somebody money to lease a track when they can lease it to somebody else? Do that make sense? That don't make sense, do it?
I guess when you
Not
need
at
a track,
all.
you got to do what you got to do. You know.
So you mean tell me I can go lease a car and they can lease the same car the same time I got it?
Yeah.
That just don't make no sense. You'll be a damn fool to lease a track from somebody that can get that same track to somebody else that can make
Yeah.
the same music.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, a lot of this stuff, man, just to me, is just common sense. You know, I just, you know, and a lot of times, man, you know, the shit I say contain no ambiguity. I be straight up and I just tell them, man, it just don't make no sense.
Yeah.
You know, for you to go and lease a track that I make a track and I lease it to live, and then I can get at least the same track that Theo Huff and you and all the music sound just alike. You know, I think that's a travesty to the fans, man.
That goes back to paperwork and sitting up in there with that producer, and if you got to get all that information, all that done when you up in there, man. So y'all can have that straight, that paperwork straight, man.
Yeah.
Because he can sell it to somebody else if there's no paperwork on it.
Yeah.
Because you know, if he created it, he's going to.
Yeah.
You know, most of them going to. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's crazy, man. So do y'all get offended when somebody sing y'all songs?
That makes me feel good.
Yeah. Okay. Now, would you be offended if another artist wrote a song for you?
Oh no, I would love that, man. You know, in fact, Mr. Sam on my "You're the Best" CD, which I released in 2008 with Good Time Records, Mr. Sam wrote probably 60% of that CD.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you know, I have no problem with that.
The reason why I ask y'all that is because, like I hear a lot, I ask the hard questions people want to know because it is artists that get mad. So like if Theo Huff send me a track, say, hey Kevin, I wrote a track for you, and I say, well, who the hell you think you are writing me a song? You know, why are you writing me a song? You ain't good enough to write me no song. You know, I just think that's backward and stinking thinking. You know, but it goes on in Southern Soul because I hear about it, and like I said, and I ask artists about it. Go ahead,
It depends on who writing it now. Because I've had some folks that call me up and say, Kenne, man, I got a song I want you to check out, man. I wrote for you. And when I play it, I'm like, whoa. You know, so now I got to come up with an excuse to, you know, to ghost the situation, man, you know.
Yeah. So have y'all ever told an artist that want to collab with y'all that no, I don't want to do no song with you? Have y'all ever told somebody that because you didn't think they were good enough?
No.
No. So you just do a song with anybody that call you want to collab with you?
Well, I wouldn't say I would do a song with anybody, you know. You know, I got some pride with myself and my, you know, my work. So I want that artist, you know, to be able to run, you know, with me, not just get on the song and, you know,
Right.
sing out of tune and out of key. And I'm not the greatest singer in the world. I'm not saying that, but you got to have some type of talent.
Right. That's all he's saying. Have some talent.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, Live, you got anything else? I don't want to keep these men too much longer, man. It's almost 9 o'clock. It's almost my bedtime.
Only thing I'm gonna say, man, thank y'all, man. I enjoyed meeting you fellas, man, for the first time, and you know, and actually shaking y'all hands because you know I admire you guys. I've been checking y'all out for a while, and you know I just would love to get to that point where y'all at, man. You know, I'm gonna keep pushing with it and keep doing my thing. Huh?
Keep pushing, man. Just keep pushing. That's it, man.
I'm gonna keep pushing, man. Keep pushing and doing my thing. But like I say, it was a pleasure meeting y'all, man.
Same
you
here.
know, this last.
Oh yeah, it's always an honor, man, for anybody to come off the record, man, to just be honest and just give your honest opinion, man, without being malice. Because, like I said, a lot of black folks, they think just because you have an opinion about something, you're slightly shade toward them. It's not about that. It's people on here now. It's this lady from California. She's a promoter. She's on here every week. And she learned a lot from the artists just by talking to the artists because they never see the intimate side of y'all. They only see y'all on stage because y'all are Hollywood when y'all at them concerts. Y'all Hollywood, so they don't get a chance to talk to you because there be so many people there. So they get a chance to see y'all demeanor, and everything off the stage, man. So that's attracted to them as well, because you do have some artists, man, that that some of them say that unless I have some A-list artists on here, they won't come on. I tell them you're not even A-list. Yeah, you're not even A-list. So how did you put yourself in the A-list category?
I don't know who they saying A-list because we done had some majors on here.
Oh yeah. It's just some of them that be feeling themselves, man, thinking they Hollywood. But like I say, I just tell them how I feel. But it's good to talk to brothers, man, brothers and sisters, who can be honest, man, who can talk about the business. And like I said, some artists on here now that y'all look at the comments, they're actually agreeing with a lot of stuff y'all saying, and y'all, and believe it or not, y'all helping some of these artists on that.
Exactly.
Y'all are helping them, man. And like I said, Kenny Wayne, as soon as I posted about you, that's why I asked you that question now, because this promoter heard the same thing. I said, no, man, Kenny Wayne, cool. He said, boy, I'm gonna book him then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So a lot of times people can they talk junk about me all the time, but I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm a straight shooter and don't come over here with no nonsense. K Young is about business.
Yeah.
I don't dislike nobody. I dislike some of the things you do because it affects the fans. I'm pro fan. I'm all about the fans because the fans are the one that pay. Those are the ones that pay. Yeah, go ahead.
If I could say this.
Yeah.
What a lot of promoters, especially somebody like me, folks got to say something bad about me.
Yeah.
I started recording in 1995. That's 26 years ago.
Yeah.
That's how I've made a living for the last 26 years.
Uh-huh.
Now, I'm not saying it's been all peaches and cream because it's been rough at times, but this is how I made a living for 26 years.
Mm-hmm. So that means you're doing something right.
Yeah, and I'm just blessed, man. Raise my kids, and to those people that's out there that's throwing salt on folks, man, stop it, man. You won't get your blessing when you do that.
Hey, Mika Moye say to tell both of y'all that the boss has enjoyed y'all at the award show. A lot of good vibes and laughs. Can't wait to meet y'all again.
So thank you.
Who else on here? DJ Cut It Cut. DJ TC Morgan say you play your music. Somebody Trey Pops Moore said shout out to my boss again, Kenny Wayne.
My drummer.
Oh, okay. Like I said, it's a lot of folks on here. I ain't gonna go through all the comments, but I just want to say to you guys, man, hopefully I can work with y'all in the near future. Again, like I said, you heard it here. I'm gonna do my own award show next year, 2022. I'm watching y'all now, watching your works and stuff, and it's gonna be called the Honor Award Show, Southern Soul Honor Award Show. So if you put in the work, you know what I'm saying, because I'm gonna have a board, and it's gonna be, people are gonna be able to see who on the board and everything. Everything gonna be transparent. So if you didn't win, you can't be mad if you didn't win here. There's a lot of stuff I didn't win growing up that I thought I should win. That's just the way it is. But you guys keep pushing, man. Y'all got great music, and y'all keep pushing, and I look forward to seeing y'all. But look, Kenny Wayne, I know you was born in 1970, right?
No, 66.
Well, you was born in the 60s and 70s. I don't know about you, Theo, but y'all know what this means right here, right? Good night, there. I'll see y'all next Wednesday.
All right, guys.
Thank you.